Home is where connections are made, memories are formed, and ideas are born. And no one knows home better than NFM. Thanks for tuning in to I Am Home, the podcast that goes deeper than trends and dives into what it means to make your house a home.
Hello and welcome to I Am Home, the Home Life Best Life podcast. I'm Tyler Weiskup, joined by my co-host, whose conversations are strictly off-leash in the best possible way. It's Hillary Waltermath.
Hey, Tyler.
Hi, Hillary. And today I'm really excited. We're welcoming someone who's turned everyday dog daycare into like global good vibes. Mm-hmm. It's Bryan Tabler, better known as Bryan of Omaha.
That was an incredible intro. I love that. Hello, everyone. My name is Bryan. I am so happy to be here. Again, that was probably the best intro I've ever gotten. I need to use that in like my bio or something.
Yeah.
It's all yours. It's
perfect.
all yours. You've got like this crazy audience across all of the socials. I know YouTube is like your big thing, but Instagram, you're like perfect. All of the socials I really love. Your videos capture kind of the joy of dogs being dogs, but also then there's this angle of like the spotlighting shelter pups and helping them find forever homes, and just all fun, all class. I'm so excited just to kind of dive into all of that. But first, I want to tell you why we're even doing this podcast. And that's because NFM is more than just your everything home store. We're in the business of improving lifestyles because your home life should be your best life. And you can learn more at nfm.com. Okay, so Bryan, I know that you started your influencing, you were working inside like a dog daycare, but was there like a single day or maybe like a dog that made you think that there's something bigger here than just what you had started doing?
Yeah, so I actually started part-time at the daycare. I didn't think much of it at first. I just knew that I love dogs and I was kind of struggling financially. It just so happened to be about a block away from my house.
Oh.
So I was walking my own dog and I saw it and I was like, oh, that'd be kind of interesting.
I could do that.
Yeah, exactly. And I was doing photography. That was my big thing that I was trying to do. That's what kind of got me into the creative world.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was struggling, of course, photography. I had like a creative vision, but I wasn't the best at getting clients or anything like that. So I thought, hey, let me try and work at this dog daycare, pay the bills while I can continue to grow my photography.
Right.
So I started as the struggling photographer working part-time at a daycare. That's how my TikTok and all these things started. Wasn't quite blossoming. So one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask my managers if I can just make more videos inside the daycare. And it just started with me seeing what dogs could sit at the daycare. And I was like, you know what? This will be kind of cute. Let's just see if it works. And now that I look back at the videos, they're so choppy. They're done so poorly, but they worked. And that's kind of what blew it up. Overnight, one of my sit videos just went crazy. Yeah. And I went back to my managers because they didn't think I was going to do anything with this channel. They were like, oh, yeah, go make some cute videos. So I went to them the next day and they were like, what just happened? So after that, I kind of just went all out. I posted almost every single day, and now I'm here with you guys.
Yeah, whirlwind. I'm curious, like, what was it about like getting the dogs to sit? Because you get to like rolled over, you got to like had them shake. Like what? Like it's so simple. Maybe that's it. Like, is that kind of the concept that you think that clicked with people?
I'm not gonna lie, I did see another sit video. I wasn't like the first daycare person or anything like that. I'll be the first to admit I did take some of my ideas from other creators, which I think is okay. And I would credit them all the time. Yeah. And then I started making my own videos, but I kind of already saw it work a little bit. And I knew I had my own personality. I've always been told that I had a good voice. And it took me a while to enjoy my own voice in my videos. I'm not going to lie. Once I did hear one video and I was like, wow, I really like my voice. I shed a tear because that had never happened before. So I kind of already knew. I've been studying for like 5 years social media with the photography things on what works, how to make videos and things like that. So again, the idea was already there. And I think people just really liked my voice and how I approached the dogs. I had never worked with dogs before, but when I started working with them, it's like they just kind of attracted to me. I wasn't too sure. I think they could tell that I was struggling, not just financially, but just like emotionally as a person.
Yeah.
So I always say the dogs completely saved my life there. And that's why I'm still there. I will dogs for the rest of my life. But anyway, so I think it's just how the dogs gravitate towards me and my voice and kind of how I made it more silly. And it wasn't just all about the dogs. I kind of put my own voice to it. And I think that's really what made my videos blossom and blow up.
Yeah, I think there's just like, I think of that as like comfort content, you know, like it just, it's fun to watch. It doesn't make you think too hard, makes you smile. Like
Mhm.
I have like there's no cap for that for me, you know.
Yeah.
I love
And for a lot of people,
Mhm.
obviously, I mean, that's stuff that just is great. But then you spin it off into like helping find homes for dogs and
Mhm.
doing all these other
Mhm.
great things as well. Like, was that a natural evolution for you, or is that something that you had in mind when you started the channel?
So what I was doing when I first started the channel was I was just trying to get out of my own mental rut. I didn't have any direction. I just knew that social media was something I wanted to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But at this time when I was just working with the dogs, it was all about them showing me unconditional love,
Mhm.
and I would give them all the energy back, and then I would just share them with the world because I thought it was unfair that I was the only one seeing all of the energy that I was getting every day.
Yeah.
So that's how it started. But then once I started to really grow and I started actually getting paid for the things I was doing, I thought to myself, well, why don't I actually put good to this?
Mhm.
I'm the most empathetic person in the world. When I made my first big paycheck last year, put it all towards my family,
Mhm.
and I was broke for a little bit, and I was like, why did I do that? But it still feels really good, and that's just kind of what I do. So it just makes sense to do something for rescue dogs and things like that. My
Mhm.
ultimate goal with all of this is to start my own no-kill shelter.
Mm.
So I want to buy a bunch of land, and I'm hoping the daycare and some of the profits I make with like my merchandise and things like that
Mhm.
will kind of propel me to that. So that's the ultimate goal. I'm sure you guys know who Lee Asher is.
Yeah.
I want to be like not saying he's not hip, but I want to be like the hip Lee Asher. I already have my own business name and things like that. So I'm ready for it. So I just got to keep pushing out the content. The merchandise will keep helping. And then I have some other ideas, business ideas sprinkled in. But again, the no-kill shelter and like a senior sanctuary
Yeah.
is my
Oh.
ultimate goal.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Well, tell me about like obviously part of influencing and building this kind of content is finding your people and building a community. And I feel like you have this neighborhood online of folks. How has your definition of community changed as your channel grew from like just a few dog lovers to like this full on, I think probably dog park now?
Yeah, no, wait, I call them my dogs. So when I introduce a video, I say, "What's up, dogs?" And everyone's my like DAWG.
Yeah,
Of course, of course.
So that's just kind of how I grew up. I'm just a South Omaha boy. We call each other dogs and homies and things like that. But anyways, it started off with just a few people messaging me here and there. And then it really blew up to people saying they were in the hospital. They were saying my videos were really getting through to them and helping them through serious situations.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, I should start replying to everyone here. I should start creating this new community because I'm actually helping people.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I received those messages. I just thought I was making videos. I thought people were really liking them. But then people were saying, my daughter has cancer. She's watching your videos. Like, we really appreciate it. And then I would make them videos and it would like completely change how they were like thinking about their lives and things like that. I didn't think I had that kind of like impact on the community I've created. So I've taken a better role. I used to not reply to anyone. I used to kind of just make my videos, go on about my day. So just actually probably this year, I've taken my community much more serious. I'm replying to people because I'm noticing the change it's making.
Yeah.
And ever since I've started doing that, I feel like the karma has tenfold come back to me. People are reaching out to work with me. NFM. I'm working at NFM right now. I can't even think of the words to say because this is just blowing my mind. But I have seen the importance of actually building a real community come to life. And it is so cool that I'm meeting all of these new dog people too. I was in the sporting world my whole life. I was just a jock my whole life. I played baseball. This community is so much better than the sporting world. Nothing against the sporting world, but everyone is so kind. They're just like their dogs. They give you unconditional love. I've worked with Kong and like all those other big companies now. And it has been a true blessing. That's really the only thing I can say about the community aspect of things is I've taken it more seriously now, and it is 100% shown in my own life.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like what you were doing with the dogs and what they're giving to you at the daycare. You're doing that with your community now too, and you're just getting like all of this great energy.
Yeah, the life lessons I've learned at the daycare have been they've just changed my whole aspect on life. Just being there, just seeing how the dogs treat me has made me so much kinder as a person in general. That's for sure. It has made me a better person, the dog daycare.
I feel like you just came up with the name for your autobiography, like life lessons from the daycare. So.
That'd be great. I need to keep you guys around a little bit longer. You had my bio. You have a great idea.
Yeah.
So we'll become friends.
Pull the whole
after
thing
this.
together.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, Bryan, one of the things that I find really interesting about you is you built this this following in Omaha, Nebraska. You know, you're not in LA or New York or some like crazy big city. How has being like based here affected like your brand, your creativity, your approach? What do you think? Do you not think that it has?
Yeah, so the interesting thing is when I first started making these videos, again, my managers didn't think much of it. None of us really did. This doesn't really happen to people like us here in this area very often.
Yeah.
So once it did start blowing up and I was posting every single day and they saw I was more serious about it, they asked me to stop tagging Omaha because we were getting so many dogs. So I respect that 100% because obviously I saw the workflow. I was getting tired and I love all of the dogs, but we just couldn't accept them all. So I actually had to take Omaha out of all of my videos. If people would comment Omaha, erased right away. I couldn't tag Omaha. It's not that I couldn't, but I just didn't tag Omaha. So it's like no one here knew me for a while and it was great. I went to LA for a commercial shoot. The person at my hotel knew me. No one here in Omaha has. I've gotten free Taco Bell once here in Omaha because they knew who I was. And that was the greatest experience ever. Just recently this year, I started branching out, doing the rescue videos. I would say actually towards the end of last year is when I branched out. So I'm doing more videos centered around me and what I'm doing outside of the daycare now. And now I'm starting to get, I wouldn't say recognized or anything like that yet to where it's like uncomfortable or anything. But I'm starting to grow my own brand here. So it's almost hard to say because I just started.
Yeah.
But Nebraska Furniture Mart is one of the first companies in Omaha or in Nebraska that I've actually worked with. And that was one of my selling points for working with Nebraska Furniture Mart was I wanted this to be one of the first companies that kind of helped me get out in front of the Omaha audience. So obviously we just started doing this campaign. So we'll see how it affects my brand and things like that. But I haven't even really posted about my own personal brand, which is Psychedelic Dogs. That's going to be my business.
Yeah, great.
So I'm not going to name my daycare because I still want to respect the boundaries of my managers and things like that. A lot of people already know where I'm at now. But it's kind of an interesting point in my life because I'm trying to keep the peace at the daycare, but I'm also trying to grow in my own hometown. So it's all a learning experience right now.
That sounds like a lot. Are you feeling the pressure? Are you
I've been feeling the pressure, but it's all, I would rather feel this pressure than working any other job. I was going job to job after I lost baseball. I lost baseball to an elbow injury. I'm not going to talk too much about that. It's still kind of a touchy subject for me. But after that, I just went job to job until I found the daycare. And I would take this stress and the things that are going on in my life right now over working at the warehouses I was working at and things like that. So I am very grateful and I don't look past that.
Yeah. Well, that's excellent. I mean, obviously we've talked about like you growing your community. We've talked about like finding that connection with folks and that energy of the dogs. I'm curious, like when you look back, one of the things you were talking about is like your earlier posts. When you look back at those, because you've been doing this since 21.
Oh man, I don't even want to date it, but it's been 5 years for sure. Going on 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's changed most in how you create?
Oh, I'm much lazier now. That is something that I'm currently working on. Is when I was grinding to get to the top, I was working endlessly, editing 2-3 videos a day. Now I post maybe 3 videos a week. So I need to find that again. And I think my daughter coming is going to help me find that grind again. It's almost like I achieved a lot that I've never even really thought I could achieve. And I burnt out last year. And this podcast and working with the Nebraska Furniture Mart was actually me getting out of that burnout finally. It almost took me half a year basically to get out of my burnout. So that's kind of the point in my life I'm at right now is I kind of wish I still had that ambition that I used to. And I'm not saying I don't. I still do like take this very seriously.
Yeah, you can tell.
I take it very seriously, but I'm probably the only one that can really see those changes. And because some people don't even post 3 times a week. So like when people see that, they're like, oh, he's doing well. But no, I used to post like 10 times a week. So I'm also trying not to get too wrapped up in that. I don't want to think I'm failing or anything like that because I am so hard on myself. But when it comes to the video aspect, my videos are so much better now. I talk much more confidently. Sometimes I do my little goofy laugh a little too much and it irritates myself. But I also have 2 best friends, Tyler and Joey. They keep me humble. When I'm acting a little goofy, they'll be like, Bryan, don't ever post something like that again. So I think I need that in my life. But I try not to look back too much. But when I do, I just look at those technical things like, wow, I am so much better. I have no idea how that video blew up. But I also look back at myself and I do feel really proud of what I was doing. And where I'm at now, I'm completely different. Like if you asked me to do this podcast 4 years ago, I would have cowered into my bedroom and not replied. So I'm taking huge steps, but I'm still very proud of that Bryan from back then. He did his absolute best.
Yeah, you got to start. Everyone starts somewhere, Like you don't,
Mhm.
you can't start where you're at now.
Yeah. So it's been a long journey, but I'm able to take my deep breaths every day. I'm still doing good. We're still going.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Well, tell me about like for people who think that filming dogs is like all cuddles and cuteness. What's one behind the scenes truth that they'd never expect?
So there's a lot of times where I'll get a really cute clip of a video and then one other dog will just scream at the very end of the clip. So I have about 70,000 videos in my current phone. I had like 150,000 videos in my old phone.
Oh boy.
Because I'll get a really cute clip and it'll just get ruined. And then again, I'm really respectful to everyone in the daycare. So I'll try and do a video really quick and then I'll have to stop and work more. So it is a lot more stressful than people think. A lot of people think that it's super easy and I just go up to the dog and I take a quick video and then it's just done. And some days it is that easy. Some days a video that'll get 1 million likes will literally take me 10 minutes to record and edit. And that's the beauty of everything that I've been doing is I've made it super easy. I have a system down. But there are moments where the daycare, it's a bunch of dogs. Like they're going to be yelling all day and no one wants to hear loud dogs in their ears. So that's my biggest struggle is making sure that the audio isn't going to destroy someone's ears.
Sure.
I would say that's the most stressful, but the job truly is so easy itself. So it makes the videoing aspect like super easy. It's not stressful. It doesn't add a workload to me. I kind of just do it in the midst of my actual shifts.
Right.
And it's super easy. So that would be the one thing that people probably don't understand is I have to redo clips over and over and over again. It'll be perfect in the very like 0.1 second, last second, a dog will just screech and it's just done for. And I have to do it over again. Or sometimes the dogs will just barrel right into me and knock the phone out of my hand. And I can salvage some of those videos, but sometimes all you hear is the dog just like grumbling and the noises. No one wants to hear that. But I would say that's probably the one thing people don't think about.
Yeah, I have so much respect for that. My fiance and I foster dogs. And if we have one over Christmas, we try and do like a little Christmas photo shoot in front of the tree. And like these dogs know how to like sit for a treat, but you would not believe like we probably have to take 300 photos to get like 4 good ones.
Anyone that has a dog like is the same thing. They're like, oh, try to get the picture and have them look at the camera and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, don't get me started on photos. If you look at any of my pages, you will notice there's not a lot of photos because that drives me insane. Trying to get a dog to sit still for a photo is so much harder than a video. So that's why I took the video route.
Yeah,
it is a lot easier.
Smart.
Yeah.
Super smart. What's like a video that you thought was just like another day at the dog office, but that blew up? I feel like you've said that like it's taken like 10 minutes sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know why this one happened.
Here, let me think about that one for just a second. I would say I have like what they're called in my head in between videos. If I'm not feeling like putting a full on video together, I'll just post a quick video that I think will still do kind of good, but it's not going to like blow up, but it'll keep my algorithm moving and Instagram and things like that will think I'm still doing something. So I did a video, I think back in November when I had a really big lull on YouTube, especially. They were doing this auto dubbing thing on YouTube. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's where they were taking my videos and they were automatically translating it to Spanish. So it was like some Spanish guy speaking. And I did like want that on there, but I was hoping they would only do that for Spanish speaking people. But they were auto dubbing my voice into this Spanish actor to like all of my followers. And I lost like 50,000 subscribers.
What?
And I was getting a bunch of comments saying, why is your voice in Spanish? Like, I would really like to hear your voice. If this isn't changed soon, I'm going to unsubscribe. So I was just posting these videos to try and get by. Nothing. My videos were going from like 1 million views on YouTube to like 10,000 views. And I was in this huge rut. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make this quick video. I'm so tired. And it was, picking up smallest to biggest dogs at dog daycare. And it's super easy. I just put the phone up on one of our walls, pick up the dog, put him down. And I say I want to do a quick video. It was tiring because the last dog was a Great Dane. So it only took me a couple minutes because now that I'm a supervisor, I'm not in the rooms. I just go in there for like 30 minutes at a time to give the attendance breaks and whatnot. So I recorded this video. It was like a Sunday. There was like barely any dogs there. I posted it really late at night. Didn't even look at it because I was just over all of the loss of followers and things like that. Woke up the next morning, it was at like 150,000 views, which on YouTube is really good overnight.
Yeah.
And it just gave me like a little spark.
Yeah.
That's one that I really remember because it did give me that spark to kind of start creating again. I kind of went downhill and up and down, but it was the moment that kind of really propelled me to not give up in a sense. So picking up smallest to biggest dogs. And I've done it about 10 more times now. I think I'm on part 11. I believe is the next one I'll do. But I had to give myself a break after part 5 because my back was killing me. It was, and people were very concerned for me. So I'm giving that one a little bit of a break.
Smart.
The Great Dane.
Yeah. I was like falling backwards.
Oh, no.
Yeah, in the video.
I know. I'm going to go find that one.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk a little bit. We've talked about growing up. You're South Omaha.
An
kid.
SOB, huh?
An SOB, that's what they call us, I guess.
How would you describe your home life growing up? Was it calm, chaotic? Was it full of animals? Like, what do you remember most?
And well, before I answer this, my mom's gonna listen to this, so I love you, Mom. I love you. We've had our ups and downs. I'm gonna talk about my life a little bit, and that's okay. So my childhood was a little chaotic. My dad's from Mexico, didn't speak very much English. His whole side of the family didn't really speak English. I was the white boy of the group, so that kind of affected me a little bit growing up. And then my mom, she worked 3 jobs, single mom.
Oh my gosh.
And unfortunately, I did lose my older brother when she had him when she was really young. I was only 3 at the time, so it didn't really affect me. It affected me now that I've grown up and things like that. In the moment, I didn't know what was going on, but it created a divide between my sister, my mom, not as it should, but it's just understandable why they kind of like went their own ways. And my sister kind of became rebellious. I love you, Christina. She became rebellious. She's amazing now. She's great. We had some moments when I was growing up. She had a cat named Lucifer that would literally attack me all the time, a black cat. That's my most traumatic moment with my sister. But my mom did the best she could. So before I keep going down this path, love my mom to death. She did all she could. We did struggle a little bit. She lost her first son. Can only imagine how that felt. So I just felt a little isolated through my childhood. She was always working. My sister kind of was doing her own thing. She was a little older than me. So I think that's where the social awkwardness came. And I really struggled going into high school. I just couldn't make friends. And then I ended up transferring high schools. I was really good at baseball. So that's why I transferred to like a better school. I went from Central to West Side. That was a huge culture shock for me. Going from inner city school to just West Side. Loved West Side, loved Central. Nothing actually went wrong, but just me as a kid in my head, everything was going wrong. So to not dive too much into it, that was basically my childhood summed up. I just felt really isolated because my parents were going through some stuff. I actually live with my dad right now. We remended our relationship when I moved back to Omaha. He wants me to give me his house. He wants to retire back to Mexico. He already bought a house out there that he's rebuilding. I want to help him with that eventually. So that's kind of my relationship right now. Me and my mom, we're great now. My dad, we're remending. He speaks a little more English. I speak some Spanish now, but don't test me because I will flop right now. So that was my childhood, just trying to figure out what this world was about kind of by myself in a sense. And then as I grew older, as my mom grew older, our relationship grew because I became more mature. I understood what she was going through. We talked about all the things in my childhood. So things have really mended. My childhood wasn't like a total destruction or anything like that. But it definitely helped me get where I'm at now. I never wanted to settle for a life. I just wanted something better. And that's what we're trying to do. And yeah, I'm going to keep saying this. Now we're at Nebraska Furniture Mart. So things are going good.
That's so admirable to like look back at your upbringing with like this healthy perspective and to be like really proud of the relationships you have today. That's really admirable to hear.
Oh yeah,
about.
I almost cried just saying all that. I can't let you guys see me weak just yet.
Well, I think I'm shocked at the like the cat Lucifer in the story here attacking you. I just assume that like all pets would love you and you wouldn't have any problems with that.
Oh no, I've had some serious itch. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak. I just took a drink of water, guys. Sorry. I have had some serious issues with cats.
Interesting.
I don't hate cats by any means. We have like a cat condo at the daycare. Cats stay all the time. Lucifer was just on something else. And my sister was going through some stuff, like I said, so she was like,
It was like some
not
black
the
cat
best
energy
influence.
in there.
Yeah. She was a witch, straight up. That's just the only way I can put it. And then I had my own 2 cats in a past relationship. They were 2 tabby cats.
Okay.
They would pee on all of my stuff. So I'm just, me and cats, we just don't vibe. I think I'm just a dog person, like through and through.
Yeah. They love you unconditionally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cats, they are evil.
They love
honestly,
you conditionally.
Yeah.
They have a lot of conditions in which they will choose to love you or not.
The cat people are going to come after us. Hillary, come on.
They've been coming at me for the past 5 years, so welcome. I'm just bringing you guys along with the ride.
Do you remember, I mean, you own dogs now. What was like your first dog?
This is a sad story. Wow, I'm just telling all these sad stories about my childhood. It really wasn't that bad. No, I actually just recently told this story. So we had this little Chihuahua named Speedy Gonzalez. He was like my first dog. I don't remember exactly how old I was, 8 to 10 years old. I was pretty young. Okay. Back in South Omaha, I actually live like a block away from my childhood home, which is crazy. I need to get out of this area. So he's Speedy Gonzalez. I loved that dog. He would run back and forth in the living room with me, like dive on the couch. He's the first dog I vividly remember loving. Fortunately, he escaped one day and he ran out into the street. And I'm sure you guys can imagine what happened after that. But so that was my first record. I will always remember Speedy Gonzalez. I love that dog. And then I purchased my own golden retriever when I was about 22, I believe.
Okay.
His name was Oakley. He is like I love him to death. He is still alive. The past relationship I was telling you guys about, he is with her. I let her have him because they had a incredible bond as well. Yeah. So Oakley, I still think to this day, he is like my soul dog. When I was struggling and I would go into my office trying to figure out what I would do, he would always sit right next to me. So I remember him. He is gonna forever be my soul dog. And then I had a Doberman. He was also amazing. His name was Leo. Right now I have a husky named Sora. But those are all of my dogs from my past life. Sora is the one currently destroying my life because she's the first husky I've ever had, first female dog I've ever had. I rescued her when she was about a year old, I believe, maybe even a little bit younger. We weren't too sure. She's 4 now. Oh wow, she's actually 5 now. I've had her for a little while now. Wow, she took some learning, that's for sure. I had to send her to my mom's a couple times. She was like my first daughter that I just had to send to grandma's for a little while. And my mom has 3 huskies already, so she loved the company. I actually just brought Sora over there 3 days ago because I was watching a dog and she was like butting heads with the dog. And I'm like, Sora, you got to be more welcoming than this. So she went to grandma's for a little while. So if it wasn't for grandma, I don't think I would have survived my first husky. But now she's the love of my life. I don't think I could go without her ever. She still drives me insane sometimes, but there's that unconditional love now that will never break our bond.
When I think about a husky, I remember we had a foster dog that we took to like a pet store to use their bath facilities, and there was a husky in there, and they took the like high powered like dryer, and when I tell you it was a tornado of dog hair in there, I've never seen much dog hair in my life.
I ordered at Nebraska Furniture Mart just recently, I ordered 3 different vacuums for my house. Just one specifically for dog hair, one that's like small for my one of my stairs has carpet going up. So I have to have like a special one for that, a smaller one, and then a complete carpet cleaner just for before the baby gets here, because Sora's hair is everywhere.
How long does that take to clean up?
Oh, too long. Way too long. If I am being good about it and I just take a day to do it, probably a few hours just to get like my entire upstairs cleaned, the stairs and everything like that. It's a new experience because my Doberman didn't shed at all. Even my golden retriever didn't really shed that much. And it was yellow. So like, even if it was there, it wasn't just kind of everywhere all over. I actually probably surprised I don't have some. Oh, I do. I have some husky hair on me right now from Sora. So she
Some
came
husky glitter.
to the podcast with us.
We love it.
Yeah.
Do you do much pet proofing at home, or is that something that you've thought about in your dog daycare days? Is that something that
I'm sorry, say it again.
pet proofing? Like, is there
Proofing.
anything that you do to make sure that
either
that you got the couch? I know that you got the vacuums, but do you do like?
Yeah, the reason why I probably didn't understand what you're saying is because I don't do that. I probably should. Hold on. There are certain things that we cannot leave on the ground. So we just ordered, I think, 6 months worth of heartworm, like the pills.
Yeah.
And it was in an Amazon bag. And I didn't know it was in there. I didn't really know what we had shipped. So I put it on our couch and she will shred through anything if you leave it out. She ate all of them. We took her to the vet.
Like flavor
Yeah,
too, like
exactly.
a treat. Oh,
so we took her to the vet. They had to like do a charcoal pump on her stomach. So ever since that's probably the only thing is you cannot leave any bags, like any Amazon bags or even like a birthday bag. She will shred them and eat whatever is in them. So that's probably the only proofing, I guess you could say we do is we don't leave anything on the ground because she will shred it. Yeah.
She's like a gift for me. Thanks so much.
She ate a whole bag or a whole pack of Trident gum that was in a birthday bag. And apparently gum is really bad for dogs. I didn't know that until this moment a couple years ago. And I had to call the poison hotline. They're like, this specific kind of gum, she should be okay, but just be careful. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, you are really testing your life right now. This is insane.
It's like a real, like, what's the Marley and Me, that dog that like got into everything?
Yeah. I think Sora is honestly a cat at sometimes because she has 9 lives. She's eaten things that, and I feel so bad admitting this because I know every pet parent has left something around. Didn't think she would eat gum. Yeah. Didn't know she would eat a whole Amazon package. Right. So I think she's on like her 7th life or something. I don't know what's going on.
She's got an iron gut.
She does. She really does.
Well, I'm glad she's okay.
I'm glad she's okay. She's doing great. Before I left my house for this podcast, she was jumping all over me.
Yeah.
Doing her own thing, screaming because she knew I was leaving. So she is A-okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of other like life news, I know that you were speaking off mic. You're about to have a baby.
Yes, we're expecting in December. It is my first child. We weren't really planning on it, but if it happened, it happened. Yeah. I love my girlfriend to death, Maya. She's going to be listening to this too. She's going to be mad if I shout out my mom and not her. So that is exciting. That's something that I am not trained to do. I love dogs. Hand me any dog, I'll know what to do. I'm still going to have to figure out the whole baby thing though.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited. It's going to be really cool.
I think you've figured out a lot throughout your life. So I think you'll figure this
out
too.
I think I can figure out how to not ruin her life. That's for sure. We got that part right now. It's just got to, hopefully she doesn't eat like Sora does because I don't want to leave something weird around that she gets into. So that's, there's going to be a lot of learning curves coming up.
Yes.
You just put some newspaper and some people down on the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
good to go.
Okay, now cat people and parents are coming after us. Okay, Bryan, I've really enjoyed chatting with you. We have a little quick game if you have a moment for us to play.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This has been so fun and I don't want it to end.
Okay.
This is great.
Then let's roll. This is a game I'm calling Fetch or Forget It. So I'm going to test out a few trends, treats, or situations. They're dog related. And you tell us if it's fetching, as in you're into it, or you'd rather forget it. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Let's start with a simple one. Are you into dog strollers? Is that fetch or forget?
Ooh, that one might be in the middle for me. I don't think I would ever do it, but there are some cute dogs on social media that are in them. So I'm going to say fetch for this one, but I wouldn't personally have one. Now don't get me started on the book bags that you can put dogs in. Those are fetch for sure. Sorry if that was on your list, but I won't. Okay, I'll let you go.
Nope, that wasn't on my list, but I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, so we've got dog strollers. Okay, second one that I have, about like matching outfits with your dog.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
I would be lying if I said I didn't have about 5 matching outfits with Sora. Now, will the internet ever see those matching outfits? I don't know, but they're there. So I almost started Sora. I don't know if I've told you her name yet, but her name is Sora. It's my husky. Yeah. So I wanted to start a page for her last night called Sora the Explorer, like Dora the Explorer. But then I thought to myself, you know what? Let me get on track with my page first, and then I'll start another
Yeah,
one. So
yeah.
that might be in the works. So you'll see Sora
Yeah.
much more often, and you might see the matching outfits.
The
Yeah,
spin-off.
she sounds like she has quite the personality.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so much personality.
Yeah. I mean, Bryan, if you don't share it with the world, can you at least share it with us?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
You guys
fantastic.
will get the first looks of
Yeah.
everything.
Fantastic. Okay. Third one that I have for you, dog hair tumbleweeds around the house. Is that a sign of love or is that like a cleaning nightmare?
Oh, that's a cleaning nightmare, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I just have a lot of OCD though.
Mhm.
So when I see it, I just have to pick it up. Like I'm the guy at work. If I see the front mats at the front door are like uneven, I will move them every single time.
Okay.
So I don't think that's a great question to ask me, just because I will say you need to clean that stuff up right away.
No.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is why we asked. There's some dog families like you go to, and it's just like rolling around the house. And
Mhm.
like, we
Yeah.
understand, okay, you have dogs,
Uh-huh.
but like
Mhm.
some people are like Hillary and
Mhm.
it needs to be immaculate. So
Yeah. We may or may not have matched our new flooring to our pug.
That's
to the
incredible.
dog's hair.
That's incredible.
We did a
And you
color
guys
match.
can't see her cup, but her cup also has pugs on it, and it is incredible.
Okay. Fourth one that I have for you, Bryan, is dog crystal healing. Okay, have you heard of this? This is people are booking energy healers and buying like quartz and like quartz collars and balancing their pup's chakras and releasing negative barking energy.
Yeah.
Like, are you into this or?
Honestly, this is the first time I've really heard of it.
Yeah.
But I'm all for it. Every time I post a video, I'm like a big universe guy.
Uh-huh.
I like to breathe positivity into the world. So before I post a video or right after I post it, I'll take a deep breath and I'll breathe out into the world and like say a bunch of good things and be so positive because I like to get negative. So I'm all about that. Let's
Yeah.
just get the good vibes rolling, the good
Yeah.
energy rolling. If it's on your dog, so what?
What's the
Honestly,
harm? Yeah.
I might have to go get Sora a
Yeah.
little collar now
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah.
Some crystal healing for the
Yeah.
dogs.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's for
Maybe
Bryan.
it'll calm her down. So yeah, that's very fetch.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll-
Whatever it takes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone
Please.
send me some good crystals for Sora, please.
Okay, last one I have for you, Bryan, is dog DNA ancestry parties. This is like owners revealing parties for their dog. Like they send in the results to see like what is the
Mhm.
dog breed and like what or where did they come from, and they're doing banners and themed snacks and like things like 50% Chihuahua chili bites. Are you fetch for this or forget it?
Fetch, because
Yeah.
honestly, why doesn't your dog deserve a party
Right.
at any point? We just did a 10. So my girlfriend Maya has a dog named Curry, and he is 10 years old, and we just threw him a big party at the dog bar. So I would be a hypocrite if I said no to this one.
Yeah.
So I'm all for the parties.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Omaha Dog Bar birthday parties are just
They're
the
great.
best.
I
They're
love it
so
there.
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally agree. Okay, well, this is super fun, Bryan, and I think we got fetches across the board here.
Yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Except
Except for the stuff in the dog hair in the house.
Yeah.
yeah.
that was
And
a
then
good-
the stroller's like half and half.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're
That's
going
fair.
half and half
Yeah.
for that one.
So we did pretty good. Well, Bryan, again, thank you so much. It's been such a joy getting to know you a little bit better. I think that your videos make the internet like a kinder and a lot more adoptable place. So
Yeah.
we really appreciate this. I want to thank my co-host Hillary, our producers, Ann and Scott, and all of you listening. Hit us up at nfm.com/podcast for your home life questions and episode ideas. Until next time, here's to making your home life your best life, one story at a time.
Thanks for joining us today for I Am Home with Tyler Weisskopf, Hillary Waltemath, and Becca Sudbeck. No one knows home quite like NFM. So if you'd like more information on home design at NFM, please check out nfm.com and leave us a review on the podcast platform of your choice.